Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
As further proof that people do actually watch and listen to this podcast, here's me at ICW this weekend.
Alright, we're at ICW Super Sport. You nearly forgot the name of the man. I've got that bit out, I've shown it. And what are we going to say? What do you want to say to the nice people in the Cultaholic Video Podcast?
If you like another wrestling on your YouTube, join the cult.
See, I told you it wasn't stupid.
So thank you very much, Ryan Dunbar. I hope we caught the swearing there. So
He threw in a bit of extra couple of little bit of rhythm.
Yeah, I think he was nervous that somebody like me stared at him going, do it. Do it. But yeah, so we'll do it properly just to show because...
Is that what actually happened? You cornered some poor, defenceless young man.
I went, look, right. To pretend this isn't a pen. No, I was front row of ICW Shug's Who's Party and he saw me and started doing...
Paid, unpaid? Unpaid, of course, front row. Tell the peasants to get out.
Oh, no, actually did pay.
Maffew from Botchamania.
No, legit. Like,
If you've never been to a wrestling show with Maffew, he comes in, 4 lads are carrying his throne, flop him down. There he is.
people are like, Maffew, that's
what I've heard.
Yeah. So thank you, Ryan Dunbar, for that lovely intro. He saw me,
Ryan.
started doing it, so we should start the show properly. If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, watch Wrestle Talk. They're going to win the MediaCon thing at Manchester.
Wow.
So
It
this
flows off
the
the
day.
tongue, doesn't it?
Saw this the other day. We're going to have to have a sit-down conversation and potentially get a new podcast host.
Wow, what's Jack done?
Host, I said.
Have you not seen my video? I thought it was really good. Sam's editing was wonderful on it.
People said it was good.
Have you not seen? Oh, watch it.
Unless you ask me a question about yes, of course I've
anything
seen
that
it.
he's not in with us.
Yes.
Watch it after this because it's me doing my Ollie Davis impression. It's spot on.
Oh, okay, that'll be good. Then they have to do impressions of you.
They didn't.
It's like DX versus the Nation.
One of them.
The riposte was weak as piss.
Ollie touched his face a lot and went, "Why can't I talk in full sentences? I'm Jack the Jobber." I was like, nah, it's not.
I think it is. It's quite good, that, actually.
Is it?
So wait, you did a thing that was highly edited to show that you could talk in full sentences.
No,
I think he's won.
I was going.
I think it's 1-0, Ollie.
No, watch the video, friend. It's spot on.
What about the rest? Because I know they were saying he's going to do this to you, he's going to do that to you.
That was Luke. Yeah, he's going to job out me.
His Twitter game is one of the worst I've ever watched.
Anytime I tweet anything about it, you can find out more information by reading my book about video games. I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah, what was he saying? He's going to crown me. So it's like, if you're going
That's
to do
nice.
that, you'll have a lawsuit on your hands from Name Redacted because they own the trademark for that. So
you should have told him.
shouldn't
It's
have
like,
thought
do
that
it.
for me.
As soon as he puts it on, a lawyer just
He was
jumps
going
on
to
the...
pile drive Sam, and he's going to, what was it?
All right.
Job out Jack. Whoa.
Swing Pachi. Not going to. He's
No,
not
going to walk with him. And I'll grow terrible facial hair to be like Lugo and whoa, boom, boom.
And I'll be neutral like the Swiss going, yeah, get him.
Now you've defected, haven't you? Arsehole.
Have I?
He said on Twitter the other day. He said something nerdy game reference that I didn't get.
Oh, yeah, because it was, we were talking about Street Fighter the movie, I believe.
Oh, no,
no, Super Mario Brothers the movie. I said, yeah, and I'll discuss Super Mario Brothers the movie rather than get crowned, because obviously he left me out.
And that was it.
And he went, oh, great, I'm defect. Oh, no, that was a joke.
God, I hope so.
Wait, like Cedric Alexander can go back and delete my tweets.
Oh,
dear. It's Ross's birthday.
Oh, happy
yeah.
birthday.
At the time of recording, not at the time
my
of...
birthday was
Oh,
yesterday.
you're going to get loads of messages today.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I got loads yesterday. Thank you. Appreciate them all. 1 year close to death.
Yes, the spirit.
Sweet release of death.
Any day now.
Yep.
How old are you?
26. I know I look 46. Everyone says that. But there you go.
Did he?
I've had a rough life.
Is that what Ollie Davis said about you?
No.
They get.
People say I look a lot older than I do.
I don't think you do.
Well, people think he
Next
looks
to me.
younger,
Well,
so
next to me, yeah.
if you add the two of you together and divide, you got average.
Well,
Do
26.
anything special?
Nah.
Thanks.
No worries.
What about yourself, Jack? How you
Yeah, I'm
feeling?
doing right. Yeah, I'm good. Not my birthday. There we go.
That's good.
When's yours?
November.
Oh, nice. Mine's October.
I'll be 31 this year, so that's...
Man.
In terms of in-net years, that's 103.
You were around when it was invented.
You've been relevant for a long time. Well done.
I've not died yet. Get it. So in the news this week, it's been a crap week. No?
Well, yes, it has. It has, yes.
There you wag the finger at me.
No. No, I thought you were going to talk about World of Sport. I was going to be like, hey,
Yes.
that was good. The fact that it's back on British television.
Yeah.
That's what boggled my mind. It's available on every single working television in the United Kingdom. There's a stat that just goes, whoa.
It's nice. It's
Like casually.
Yes. Is that still on the air?
I don't know.
What a theme tune that was. Or is. I don't know if it's still
Was.
on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You all know it, but don't watch it. But yeah, well, sport, the numbers were very good, very encouraging to begin. Hopefully they keep at it. I like what it means to the people in wrestling in this side of the world. Well, the sport's synonymous with, tradition, the Queen allegedly being a fan of Big Daddy and so on and so
So
forth.
she watched it.
Sure, she went out else, did he? Really?
Go on, Joe Hendry, yeah.
I bet she was good. She went, all right, so where's Big Daddy?
No.
And CGI are like Tupac Shakur. And
She was like what was it? The Prince of Saudi Arabia. Bring back Big Daddy. So they came out with Crater instead.
we can't do that. We can't. $100 million. All right, Big Daddy's coming out. But it did not much for me because I'm not the target audience for this. Okay. I'm a sad, cynical little internet man. So I'm like, nah, not for me. I don't know, watch the films of Michael Bay. But for lots of other people, it's intended for me. It's intended for a mainstream audience. So it's intended for the pens and people who aren't usually going to watch wrestling. So I'm happy for it like that. As I said on Twitter, it's like Avril Lavigne back in the day. For those who aren't familiar with Avril Lavigne, she was wait a minute, calm down. She was someone
dead, didn't she?
That's not where I'm going with this. She was a punk skater type who was targeted at an audience that wouldn't usually listen to that type of music. So basically, got a lot of negative attention from metal fans at the time. But people went, no, you got it all wrong. People who wouldn't usually listen to metal listen to her, and they may try other things. So what I'm saying is, World of Sport is Avril Lavigne.
It's a gateway drug.
You start
I was going to say, the other thing I was going to say was a gateway drug. This is weed, so hopefully they're going to heroin or skag.
Well, ICW, Scottish, innit? What I was going to say was
Not
that
defending that.
that it was accessible, wasn't it? It was a nice little introduction.
I mean, as long as you go into it thinking it aired at 5 o'clock on a Saturday night on ITV, it's light entertainment, it's not full on PWG 7-star malarkey. You get all right. I quite enjoyed it for what it was, just like with me blinkers on, thinking this is light entertainment on Saturday nights. And the only thing was the editing for me. It took me out of it completely.
It was like a WrestleTalk video.
God, it was worse. It's like Ollie Davis.
Nothing's worse than that, Ross. Yeah, I love you guys.
But
Please
just
keep
need to calm down with the old flick of the camera button. I don't know what the editing thing's called. Change of the cameras. The replays need to be longer. I thought they always started like halfway through the move, which took me out of it completely. So, yeah. Calm down, lads. Have one less cup of coffee before you start.
But the wrestlers did a good job.
Yeah.
And the commentators did a good job. And yeah, fair play.
Yeah, the 3 words Sil Calval got out were great.
Nah, she was good. She was good. She was good.
Hello and thanks for watching.
Why has it been a terrible week?
Deaths.
Well, yeah, the death.
Of course, I thought that was last week, but no, it wasn't. It was this week.
Yes. Sunday, wasn't it?
It was Sunday, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, that was terrible.
3 generations of wrestler. Nikolai Volkov. I actually went and bought a red shirt from Primark. The idea of me writing USSR on it and doing the whole thing. However, when I got it and looked under lights, it was just pink. So I think people were, what? Gay for Nikolai? Is that a gay for Mole Man? But Nikolai Volkov, obviously a legend. Everyone knew him, despite most of his stuff featured on TV and accessible for most viewers being when he was a bit awful, to be honest with you. But
He came good, though.
Yeah, a pioneering heel.
Yeah.
It's my favourite match of WrestleMania 1, that tag match, I think. Proper
God.
good.
I mean, it's like being the best member of the Nexus, really, isn't it? Best match of WrestleMania 1. But yeah, it's title change and everything else. And again, singing the anthem, regardless of how much rubbish has been thrown into the ring, is
Fantastic.
Brickhouse Brown, whose work I'm not that familiar with, apart from his High Spots interview series, which are very entertaining.
He was brought in somewhere to replace the Junkyard Dog, and it didn't quite work because he was only 5'8", whereas the Junkyard Dog was a lot bigger.
That would have been UWF then, I think.
Jim Ross was telling this story on his podcast.
Sounds about right
so,
then, yeah.
That's how I know. So
Yeah.
it's a shame anyway.
Yeah, lots of people try to locate JYD and end up being just probably go, quick, get anybody black.
That sounds like what they did, to be fair.
Yeah.
And Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Saxe, which is weird
Yeah.
because apart from, I guess, like Guerrero and Benoit, no one from when I started watching's really passed away yet. I don't think.
Viscera,
Oh yeah, of course, Viscera. Oh, there's gonna be loads now, isn't there?
Test.
Yeah, there is. There's loads. I've made a huge mistake.
Bulldog.
Okay, I've made a huge. Yeah,
Crash Holly.
Boss Man. Yeah, I've made a huge
Going through
mistake.
the No Mercy
I was going to
roster.
say, wait, what part of your brain are you going to there to get to that? Because I'm trying to think of wrestlers that died and just can't. Just think of dead wrestler beach.
Oh dear.
Someone did a spoof of the Dad's Army intro for Rumble 2001 time that was just like, he's dead. He's dead.
What I will say about Grandmaster,
Sexay,
is that him and Scotty could start a pay-per-view like no one else. Get the crowd hyped. Really good. Open tag matches and stuff with or without Rikishi. Just really good.
Yeah.
I read Meltzer's obituary in the Observer today, and it was a bit like honest. Like there was a lot of stuff that was like when he was drunk, a lot of people said he was an arsehole and stuff like that.
I have heard negative stories
but you know,
I mean, it's his job to report things.
I guess so.
You know.
But I just thought at least he focused partially on the positive, which was that he was very naturally gifted, apparently. More than his dad. Not at talking, but at wrestling. He was a far more natural wrestler than Jerry.
I tell you what, I watched. I was watching some 98 episodes of Raw because I just don't watch enough wrestling in my spare time. And it's Brian Christopher doing the cruiserweight, light heavyweight tournament at the time with guys like Pantera, Taka Michinoku, and he's so on. Everything he does, you turn the guy going, ha ha ha, like, hey, go back to China, you know, it's like that, yeah. But he's supposed to be an idiot, and and it comes to Lola going, yeah, get him, son, and all this, and it's just, everything he does, he's so animated, so good against the crowd. When you do the later on as Too Cool, you do the hip hop drop. It also makes to it. Rub, do it and all that. Yeah, very animated. And my favorite moment of his though was in his RF video shoot interview. At the very last bit, someone asked him, "So, what's the best bit of advice you ever got in your career?" And he goes, "Well, I was in the shower one time, and my friend said, you should shave your pubes. Your dick will look bigger."
That's the best bit.
That is some cracking advice though.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going to go to the old JBL in the shower. That happened, didn't it?
It was allegedly him or Duke Drossé. I've heard the two.
Strapped to a chair, was it?
Allegedly. Yeah. With a pencil, allegedly.
You mentioned...
Yeah, bring that up as obituaries. They melt us like, oh yeah, he's most known for, Too Cool, pencil.
You mentioned his laugh.
Yeah, I was about year 3, year 4, would always do it, and then Woody Woodpecker was the other one.
My friend my housemate, awkwardly enough, still does that. You'll be watching this in the shower. He always does. Hiya, Jay, we can see you. There you go. I'll freak him out.
In the shower.
I heard psst, and then I hear, it's time for the Hall of Fame. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know. Implications there. But he'll do the, because I listened to it, the scratch from the Sonic cartoon. It's the worst laugh in history.
There was a phase where that laugh would get you just an instant 5-minute detention.
5 minutes?
Oh, you do that at school?
And then the 5-minute detention was had.
I warned you, no more Brian Christopher laughs until 2 p.m.
But it's Grandmaster Sexy.
Just to pop the boys, wasn't it, Ross? Just to pop
I popped all the boys and then breaknecks on the field. It was great. Miss first school, me. Pegswood first school. Oi, oi.
This is just an excuse to belittle all the schoolmates who had... Isn't that right, James?
I've only targeted James, yeah. Bless him.
Any other news this week?
Oh, and the lass who lied about being shown on WWF headquarters and having a little match with Lita and hurting her neck on a pedigree. And and my other mate walked into a room and saw Gilbert going, I've not told this story before.
Oh, right. I said, what else is in the news? And you went on to...
Oh, right.
And I went, there's a woman that lied about it. Wait, what?
What else is in the bloody news? God.
Greater return to shows. Lots of Iron Brew was drunk.
Right.
Had a nice time.
Matt Riddle may well be joining NXT. Right?
Is this like the 3rd week in a row we've mentioned this?
All right, cool.
Yeah,
it feels like every week we sit down and go, he's signed, hasn't he?
Matt Riddle, never heard of him.
All right. Can't think of anything. Have we mentioned the all-women's pay-per-view? That was last week, wasn't it?
That was last week, yeah. Mauro's apparently going to call the Mae Young Classic.
That'd be good.
It's not really news, it's a rumour. There you go.
I'd like that.
We're struggling. It's been a hard week.
What's he going to call it? I was like, because you get the line of this week's like, Tommaso Ciampa makes Thanos look like the Wizard of Oz.
Ciampa's class at the minute. He keeps on having to go to that woman in the crowd, his nemesis.
Yeah, Stun Granny.
I hope she gets to slap him.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's a bit of a throwback.
Yeah.
She'll slap him and he'll go backwards and then get hit by Fade to Black and then get hit by...
She costs him the match. That's too far for me. But yes.
No, Obi does a suicide dive onto her.
We saw AJ Styles do that at the Metro Radio Arena once.
To an old woman.
No, they were.
Jinx, touch wood, black magic.
Not to an old
Didn't
woman.
touch the wood.
To a steward. He like kind of did a big dive to the outside. She was telling some kids off. She was quite a job though. She was like telling some kids off on the barricade and stuff. Because you know at the end of a house show when there's an exit and everyone rushes to the barrier to get like pictures. And
Yeah.
And the kids were getting ready because of the main event, and she kept telling them off like, "Get away, get back to your seats" and all that. And he did a dive and like landed not on her but on the barrier, and it knocked her. And she was like. She was really cross and she didn't know who'd done it. And then later on, they did another spot on the outside and he just reached over and kissed her on the cheek. She was so annoying. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cheeky AJ. What's he like?
There's gaming news.
Oh!
That mode. Tower mode's it called? I've not really read much into it.
Tower mode.
I thought you would know, being a gamer and whatnot, the 2K19 Tower mode, that's wrestling related.
It's just like
It's
Mortal Kombat,
something
apparently.
about £1 million and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a thing
Sorry.
was announced. Goodbye. Oh, sorry, more stuff was announced about it. It was already announced before. Cut the camera.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
What time is it? What time is it?
6:32. Ha! It's the Hall of Fame.
Hey! Get
Come
it.
on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can smell the enthusiasm through the camera.
Well, this one was a bit of a runaway victory, really.
I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was.
Yeah, same.
If you did not see the previously on Cultaholic, it was between Penny of
What was
what
that? We can't name the company just in case people try to call her and harass her and say, "Oh,
Yeah, that's your job. Penny.
we didn't do that to be just in case nobody's seen it."
Penny,
Jesus Christ!
Stumpy. I get his
We
name.
can't call him that. He did invite me to laugh at his stump, but I didn't.
What did you
Didn't
call
want
him
to.
then?
Scott, it was his name. Big shout out to Scott from the front of King's Cross.
Stumpy Scott.
No. Absolutely not.
No?
I'm not confident.
What
comfortable with that.
insanely offensive name did you call him then
I
instead?
called him Scott. It's just his name.
I bet it wasn't his name.
We had to cut out the video, but he hit me with his fake arm. It was good. Right, and yours?
So Doink the Clown from '93.
No, I bumped for him as well and everything. Well, I fell
They cut that out?
I fell over slowly. Yeah, Pachidi was like, the audio was different to the rest of the video. I was like,
The best bit.
bumped for him. Anyway, on the concrete. Well, go on.
Oh, did you
How did I learn to fall on concrete?
You knew Simon Miller then?
Oh, he's our friend.
What? I meant like a YouTuber taking bumps.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, are you injured?
Oh, he's our friend.
You arsehole.
You're in a nasty mood.
You said this. You're the one
such a
taking this as a negative.
Piece of shit.
You're a nasty pasty.
What was your?
I'm going to be with him in the media talk anyway, so we can,
What was your
give me a torture rack or
what's
something.
your Hall of Fame?
Scott Steiner math promo.
And who won?
Let's get the board out.
Where are they?
Where is
It's
she?
about to be like there, but that's absolutely not.
That's Jen. Jennifer Louise of Cultaholic.
I just saw a woman on the board. I was like, there she is.
There's not many of them, so.
Oh, there she is.
Penny.
A penny. Yeah, I see what you've done.
Good one.
Good, that. Great content.
Like I said, Dave Benson.
Congratulations,
Dave
Penny.
Benson Phillips, by the way, who put on Twitter yesterday, as this will air, that today, as this will air, is the day of reckoning as he returns to the wrestling ring for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah, what did he do back
What?
then? Yeah.
So that's my question exactly.
Is that him not
So apparently
joking?
Dave Benson, I don't know.
I'd love.
Oh, really? I don't know about
he's-
this.
I'd love if he gets in the ring. Arm drag, jumps up, like just double stand. He does like a lucha
Will-
sequence.
like a-
He's absolutely class.
World of Sport Jobber from back in the day under a mask, and he's just like, Dave Benson Phillips.
He's tagging with Martina, isn't he?
Yes.
Of course he is.
Against
Is it Riptide?
It is Riptide. Brighton's own.
Against who?
Doesn't matter.
Can't remember.
Who
Yeah, it
cares?
doesn't matter either.
He's going to get the pinfall.
It'll be against. I'm trying to think of you.
God.
Gordon the Gopher. No pop. That's fine.
Otis the Aardvark.
Otis the Aardvark. There we go. A bit later on.
Bodger and Badger.
Ripley
What a show
and,
that was.
Oh, he's dead now,
Ripley
isn't he?
and Scuff.
Oh, Bodger's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or is it
Badger's, Badger's not doing much now, of course, but.
He's hit hard times, hasn't he?
Hard
Badger.
times, baby. Then your puppeteer dies.
Oh, that's good. That.
Take the mashed potato with him.
Oh, and on your puppet scale, where does Badger?
Oh, sorry. I was going to bring Puppet Jack, but as I said, he's absconded. I do believe he has been signed by WWE. So the only plausible explanation. He said something about, when I join it, it'll be called 420 Live. No, it doesn't make any sense, you stupid idiot.
Matt Riddle will be there at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. He'll lift his hand up, and there's me on the end of it. Just like,
I'll be like, you. And then he'll be like, what's that? Maffew should be ashamed. I'll be like, no. So this week,
I'm more interested where that type of puppet ranks in your estimations. Whatever
one?
Badger is. Is that an arm
A
up?
badger. I believe he believes a badger.
Well, no, he's an arm up more than I guess it's for the.
Oh, I didn't realise you were gifted in the technical terms.
I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon
Because as we all
badger
know,
was-
listeners and viewers will know that you like puppets.
Yeah, including some of the people who, I swear to God, only watch this podcast. Oh, no, sorry, only follow me on Twitter. Just then go, wow, Walter versus BT Gunn was the match of the night at ICW. Yeah, but Maffew, we don't want to make it better. Puppets.
Everything's better with puppets.
Anything I do. Like, hell, my house is on fire.
Sam's just taking a
Sam's
picture.
just taking pictures of us out there.
What?
He just wanted to distract us. That's great. Cheers,
Yeah,
man.
we love you too.
Professional.
Thank you,
God.
prick. How dare you ruin this? I was going to put you in my Hall of Fame, but you can shove your ass now. Yeah, Badger's a great puppet. What was your Hall of Fame pick?
Yeah.
I've not got one, me.
I've got one
tell.
ready to go.
Oh, go on.
Rampage Brown,
Nice.
the new WOS wrestling champion. I just think he deserves it, doesn't he? He deserves to be on ITV holding the belt. Rampage, because he's.
Well, they all deserve it.
They all
They're
deserve
very
it,
nice men.
but Rampage is like everyone that I've met in UK wrestling loves and respects Rampage. They're like, oh, he's the best.
And Stu Bennett did that nice speech at Defiant.
Stu Bennett fancies him.
Does he?
He did a lovely speech.
professional wrestler. He did all that spiel. He's like getting a bit too excited for my liking.
I thought it was good, but it sucked because Stu Bennett's so big. He made Rampage Brown look like a normal guy.
Rampage.
I was like,
he's
wow.
like 6'2", one. Rampage, surely he's tall, but yeah.
Arse like a gorilla as well.
Arse like a gorilla.
Massive arse.
Well, I remember Physio Sarah.
Powerful arse.
Bennett or Rampage?
Rampage.
Oh, okay.
Physio
Powerful big
Sarah.
arse.
He's got legs like people.
Yes.
Physio Sarah from backstage when we worked there. The most popular member of the backstage locker room because she was a physio, and wrestlers just absolutely love her. They're like, oh, not like, no.
What?
No.
I had something in my eye.
And she said that Rampage was the only wrestler who she had to like give massages to and that on the floor because he was too thick with two C's to really lie on the thing.
Is he a thick daddy, is
Yeah, eat my ass thick,
Oh,
darling.
yeah.
God.
Wow.
No, it's a recurring.
Oh, wait, man, it's not saying what you see. It's a catchphrase.
he? She's playing the part of a millennial, you
Can I
know.
manage Mark Davis then, just to get the thick daddy triangle?
Making some relatable content, you know, for the kids out there.
Yeah. Oh.
For you millennials
Oh no.
of age. God.
Daddy.
Mine's Rampage Brown. Who's yours, Matthew?
Who's my thick daddy of choice?
No. Your Cultaholic
no,
Hall of
you
Fame
said,
pick.
you know,
Your
make
Hall
sure
of Fame pick.
Yeah. Okay. Thick daddy of choice. There's a lot of them.
Boulder, there we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Volta. That's
Oh
a good
my
choice.
God.
Well done, Jay. Yeah, Volta. I'm going to have Volta on this show because he's on every other show at the minute.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
why not?
He's bloody good. He is.
I think I've said this earlier. I think he's getting booked so often. WWE are saying, right, if we buy enough UK companies, can we throw in Walder as a discount? So
He's a good wrestler. I like him. Like him a lot. He's like a bear.
I haven't seen him have a bad match yet.
No, yeah.
But
No,
that's there's only a few special individuals like Rampage Brown. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad match.
have you not seen the musical chairs match?
Oh, that was all right.
It turned into a nice brawl.
He didn't like it.
He didn't.
Yeah, but I don't expect a musical chairs match. Oh, it's gonna be like Kawada versus Kobashi. This. But anyway, I digress. Yes, Walter. Yeah.
You got to choose a thick lad now, Ross. I suppose.
Thick.
Well, I'll go for me then.
Oh,
It's my
damn it!
birthday.
I know
It's
it's
me
you can't,
birthday.
you can't,
I'm
yeah.
thick as piss, me. Everyone calls me daddy.
Yeah.
because you're
Nothing about eating arse, though.
Well, I guess we know who's going to win this week's Hall of
Nothing,
Fame.
but did
Sorry, Valdo.
Pacitti nominated himself when he was in 1 week, I think.
He
What was
nominated
it?
me.
Soy Boy Triangle that week? Oh.
Oh,
Fine.
He called himself a soy boy.
that's fine then.
Yeah,
Still
it's okay
don't
if he
know
calls
what it is.
himself.
I know that. What is one of them? I know the word, but I don't know what it means.
I believe it was
It's like an F boy.
no. So I thought it was until he did the Urban Dictionary definition of it. It'd be like a white boy who was not good.
Ah,
Come with the rest of the
Say that.
definition. Something about being like, I think this should happen, and you're like, yeah, whatever.
All right.
And it was actually very close.
I feel like I'm a bit
Was
of
it?
a
Sorry.
soy boy. All right.
Cool. Well, if you'd like to vote for your thick daddy, that's a new term of a diddler. Thick daddy of the week coming up on Cultaholic. Please go to Cultaholic. No.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/.
Sorry, I've talked over you there.
Cultaholic? No, thank you. Sorry, Jack.
Patreon.com/cultaholic.
Yeah, you do it.
Votes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Daddy with chips. Now, that was favourite meal
Chip
is
Daddy.
Mr. Chips is the thickest daddy of them all. Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, well. Oh, this is it, right? Okay. That's a very small bit for Raw. Well, there wasn't much to report on Raw
was there?
in terms of that's discussionable.
There was one big story throughout, wasn't there?
There certainly was. The Brock backstage for 2 and 45-minute hours.
But apparently this was an experiment I read online, a rumour that apparently ahead of the switch to Fox, WWE are going to do more backstage stuff.
Oh.
Involving Brock,
this was
because
the
they can
first.
shoot it in a...
So I
his garden or
when it first happened, I thought, these are pre-tapes from like somewhere near his house, aren't they?
Right, I thought that was going to be it. Like, yeah, he's definitely backstage, guys,
Yeah.
you know.
He was being
Heyman will come out with a pink shirt, then he comes to the arena as blue or whatever.
he was being mean to Paul. And now I'm thinking,
Yeah.
ooh, or is it just a red herring?
There's a chance, isn't there, that Paul might side with Roman.
Because
I'd love it.
the teasing it was being a dick to poor Paul.
I know he was.
You're
And,
not my friend, Paul.
Go and get me a steak.
And, you know, the fact that he went out and him was like, the good thing. And then he's like, oh, no, wait, he's not really,
Yeah.
there's no
It's
plan
happened before,
here.
hasn't it?
He's
turned
lost
on him.
control.
He's turned on. He turned on Brock for Big
Yeah,
Show.
Survivor Series 2002.
Turned on CM Punk. While
Yeah.
just seconds after going, that's my best friend in the world. Great.
Yeah, like Frankenstein's monster, he's turned on his creator.
Did you see all the photoshops of the magazine that he was reading?
I think it was.
Did
they
he?
were great. They were great.
Must have retweeted them.
I think I retweeted about 50 of them. I'm like, yay, because they're all great. But the fact that he was reading The Great Outdoorsman or whatever, like he was the Unabomber or something, was fantastic. By itself, it's like, yeah, Brooks.
The funniest one.
How to sharpen an axe with a bit of wood, fantastic.
The funniest one for me was big anime titties. That was the funniest.
Big anime, yeah, because he got that serious face on. Like,
yeah.
And yeah, I'm obviously trying to turn Brock bad by him playing Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
And it was okay. I wasn't quite buying it until he went, get me a medium rare steak. I will never cheer for you ever again,
you one of
Brock.
those people who judges people by what steak
He said
they
medium
get.
well, by the
Medium
way.
well, yeah.
Medium,
Which is even
well.
worse.
What are
Even
you?
worse.
I'm a medium.
I used to have them well done because my family have always had them well done.
Right.
That's incorrect.
And then I was in an American restaurant in America. It was one of those cowboy bars where there's like crap on the floor and you're supposed to eat peanuts and throw the crap on the floor because waitresses suck and make life harder. And I went, how do you want your steak? And everyone's gone, rare, medium rare. And I went, well done. And it was almost like, you know, the music going,
What
no,
you
no,
say,
they went,
boy?
actually, my friend went, no, they took the menu away from me so I could make any more bad decisions and went, no, have it like us. Like, are you okay?
You got to question the morals of a man or a woman or a child who eats a steak well done.
Well, it turns out, yeah, my family are weird and have been eating
Sound
steak
weird by the
wrong.
steak thing.
Yeah, and this is definitely. I mean, I've known they're weird for years, but I couldn't prove it. Now I can. If people had rare, I went, it's like eating steak for the very first time, and this one was like 25.
I mean, I'm medium, and I often get a bit like, ooh, am I a bit of a soy boy for not
Yeah,
not
sure.
having it? Yeah, I don't know. But I like it.
I like my daddy's ass is rare, mate. God. Yes.
Are you a red? Do you actually get steak rare?
Well, sort of medium rare, but closer to rare than medium.
Wow.
I'll go with that though. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there wasn't much else.
Alicia Fox.
Roman, no, sorry. Go on.
Alicia Fox battered Ronda Rousey.
Aye. No sold the finisher. The
Tonga.
The judo. Where the hell did Tonga come from? The judo.
Tongo, a Japanese wrestler from the 80s, ran out. Used his hard head.
But I read it because I'm a hack. You read more into it than you do. Obviously, Alicia had that argument with Ronda Rousey's fella in the hotel. So that's why she's done that, perhaps, maybe. I don't know.
You know what?
Rumours.
I didn't even notice that. I was more concerned with the fact that Alicia Fox has been with WWE for 10 years.
Yes. I think this is her first, I said in my videos this week, first match since about 2012, it felt. Where the hell has she been?
She's class.
She had the thing
I
with
think
Noam
she's so
Dar.
underrated, me.
She's really good.
Oh,
Best
yeah.
Northern Light suplex in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, she got that going for her, but then there's...
And she's crazy like a pet coon, as Jim Ross would say.
I don't think that's a good term to use anymore, but whatever.
Well, obviously not, but,
raccoon,
you
he
know.
meant-
yeah.
he meant
Raccoon, not...
raccoon.
Jesus
He meant
Christ.
raccoon.
I'm just saying, you know. there's some of these terms don't.
Southpaw get away with it.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns got escorted out the building. And then, weirdly enough, Brock was in the ring and people actually showing, come on, Roman, we'll actually cheer for you if you show up. And he didn't.
See, the one time.
God, so, so someone said, let me get this right. Remember, Raw 98, when it's like, Austin, you're barred from the building. It's like, all right, bye.
Yeah. Didn't drive any sort of vehicle back to ringside. No.
That would cost money,
guys.
though.
Oh, yeah.
They don't spend money on props anymore, do they?
Yeah, and sadly, Strowman didn't come out and immediately cash in on Lesnar. Well,
I've heard seen conflicting reports that it was either Roman or Strowman they were chanting for.
Good job they got two very similar sounding names. And
Half people seem to think it's Roman that were there, and half seem to think it's Strowman.
I'm not a fan of Strowman anymore.
Shut up.
He's a bit of a bully.
What?
He's just a bit of a bully. It's poor Kev.
I'll be bullies you. Other highlights of the show were Mojo Rawley confronting Bobby Roode backstage, and he goes, what are you going to do? Catchphrase me to death. I was like, oh, yeah, get him. Yeah.
That looked real, that.
Mike Kanellis filmed it.
Did you see the tweet from Mike Kanellis? It looked real. I was like, whoa, because I saw that before I saw the actual clip.
Yeah. Lashley and... I'm
completely with Elias here, by the way.
Yeah.
He butchered an absolute classic anthem.
Completely forgot
He deserved
the
what he
lyrics.
got.
So, have you seen on the YouTube
Reddit
for this? The YouTube obviously puts highlights of it.
Yeah.
They completely cut out the bit where Lashley sings.
That's the crucial part.
So it goes from Elias going, oh, you want to say, do you think that Lashley could sing with Elias? Because the crowd going, yay! That's it.
Yeah. It makes...
It's so great.
Oh.
It's such an awesome cut because it was so bad.
Why did he just sing Rockin' Robin?
He didn't.
Out of all the songs.
He killed it.
No, but why did they choose that
He gave a vertical suplex to
It seems like
the last time
it
Vince
seems like a
McMahon
great
listened to
balls.
music,
Seems
yeah.
like a great balls.
What's the last LP you bought, Lashley? What? So yeah, any other thoughts on Raw? Shall I move on?
Nah,
Yeah, pretty poor this week.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
SmackDown was great.
Loved
in
it.
comparison.
It's on a roll, SmackDown.
What?
Like.
3 great promos.
It was good. There was only 3 matches, though.
The
Not
promos
a lot
made
of
up for it.
Yeah,
Don't care.
Yeah.
The one at the very start with Carmella.
Yeah.
Just enough sincerity had Becky go, she being real here. Wait, hang on, James up. Smack.
Becky's like...
Then yeah, cuts Elias hitting her as well. That was good. Samoa Joe saying, fuck, God, this may be one of the best promos of the year, actually. Just like,
terrifying.
Okay, you may be happy to be the champion, but you may be unhappy to lose the title, but your family will be happy. She can go back to them. You've abandoned them all these times. Secretly you want to be champion, so you can't be that family man. It's like, wow. All right, I want that match tomorrow. In fact, today.
He's the only guy in there at the minute who feels sincere when he talks.
Yes, his delivery is above.
I did a conference call earlier this week, and Samoa Joe was the guy in it. And he...
What?
Yeah.
It's casually dropping that. That's not very nice.
That's what we do now.
Yeah,
twice a week. Cultaholic in the conference call.
So,
Joe's with it, TNA.
What? No. He's very eloquent and very well spoken, and he's got a massive vocabulary. Just throwing out words like bevy. I don't know why bevy was... But,
How do you spell bevy?
Bevvy, isn't it?
Correct.
Oh, was it 2 V's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That's BE. Haha. Double V. Haha. Why?
And he was answering all the questions fairly well, fairly patiently and stuff. Sounded a bit bored because he's probably on his 3rd conference call of the day or whatever. And some poor guy goes, you and AJ have had so many matches over the years, in various places, and they've all been fantastic. Do you think this one will live up to such a high bar? Do you think the crowd will be satisfied? And he just went, no, I don't think it'll live up to the bar, and I don't think anyone will be satisfied. And there was a horrible, awkward silence. Horrible. And the guy just went, hello, excuse me? And he went, sorry, man, it's just a bad question. And he tried to backtrack. He was like, not your fault, but it's just a bad question. I was just sat there like...
That's great. Yeah, but what are you... Nah, be crap.
That's what I should say. It was just a bad question.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a bevy. So there's that. And what was the other one? Oh, Miz and Brian finally reunited. And it goes all the way back to NXT. Accidentally, just via coincidence. It's a very epic feud if you look at it in the scale of things now.
It's different light on it. I think it was the Gorilla Position did an interview with Brian, and Brian said he didn't have the faith in creative to have this feud last out until WrestleMania, and it hasn't.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, we get a screwy finish and it does go all the way to WrestleMania.
I reckon Brian might be winning the belt at WrestleMania, though.
But I don't care. Just give me a promo of every week and I'll be happy. Because the thing they did, don't you walk away from me, Brian. Don't you walk away from me. Or like, then quit, then retire, then go back. But one of my favourite things in wrestling in the last few, if ever, really. I've watched it about 10 times.
Another nice thing about the promo was that Miz appeared on the Tron with 2 security guards next to him.
I didn't think I needed them, but they insisted. Everybody's like, it took Brian 10 years to get signed, but it took 5 minutes on talking smack with me for you to become famous.
You had the same artwork Brock did in his locker room as well. There's one for Botchamania. I don't know if it is a botch, but they seem to film it in the same place that Brock was in.
One of them. Brock just walks
I
past.
thought it was
Well, Brock goes, oh, I'm a big fan. Solidify the turn. So I was happy that Orton is now a complete dick. Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's good actually.
I can't wait. I'm actually eager to see Randy Orton. I mean, what a great show.
I don't know whether he's like in an alliance with Shinsuke or is he controlling him, guys?
He's got mystical powers, hasn't he, from the Wyatts?
Oh,
Burn down houses and stuff.
he's not scared
I don't know,
of insects.
And Becky versus Carmella is official for SummerSlam.
No, it's not.
Is Charlotte gonna be part of
Charlotte's
it?
in
Yeah,
it.
she is.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
won
that's
the
what I
main
mean.
event. Oh, right, right.
Yeah.
I'm really sad because I thought Becky was going to win and now I'm a bit like...
But now actually this works
I think
because
it's
then
gonna
there's
be,
enough.
yeah.
There's enough for Becky to go. Hang on, like
Gonna make it bigger, innit, when she actually does overcome the odds, and
I wanted to win.
if she does.
There's so many
Right.
potential things that could happen now. Like, Carmella could sneak a win because they're too busy fighting each other.
Right.
Charlotte could, as a lot of people are suspecting, like ruthlessly deal with Becky and then win. Becky could do the same to her. Imagine that. The roof would blow off the place
That's
if Becky
it,
got
yeah.
some balls.
Charlotte could be the Roman Reigns to Becky's Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
a fair
right, yeah,
comparison?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll work. I'll
Or
stick with that.
the Sting to her Charlotte Flair. To her Ric Flair.
Yes.
Oh, man. I thought I'd come up with such a clever...
When Sting gave Charlotte Flair, but you should join the Four Horsemen in '95.
Charlotte was in 1990.
Sting and Charlotte Flair had the last match on Night or ever.
Mate, I would die though. That's the stingest thing ever. Well, Charlotte Flair, you're like 6 years old. You won't turn on me. I could trust you. Damn it. Oh. And NXT was good, but we all know that by now. I mean, jeez.
Keith Lee debuts next week.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I hope he keeps his theme tune.
He
doubt he
probably no.
No, but I hope he does. He sings it himself, though.
Keith Lee, the man of the minute.
He's gonna
be in it to win
He's
it.
Be class. He's gonna win everything.
Instead of like he likes Final Fantasy, he likes Kingdom Hearts.
We could have Keith Lee versus Matt Riddle at a takeover soon in the near future. Like that's like a PWG.
No, that's literally It's like
yeah. What's going on?
It's going to be really hard to be an NXT guy. Okay, let's hire that guy from Bowler, okay. And that guy from Progress, and just all of Leeds.
Just quickly before we end the talking about wrestling bit of the show, what
Ross is like, yeah.
What do you think? Who do you think's going to win Bowler? Have you seen the lineup? I can't call it at all. It's true.
I haven't seen.
I'm going to get the lineup.
That's Matt Riddle saying, "Stop talking about me."
I'm going to get the.
Go on. Why don't you give us the lineup?
I'm going to.
Because you're such a good PWG fan.
Sorry, talk about something for about 20 seconds.
God, Jackie Polo versus lineup was very good.
Not seen it. Saw Grado's return.
You should. On ICW on demand. They haven't paid me to do that. So.
It's fine. We're in there with them.
They're like us.
I sit in there with them.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I'll plug them.
We're all right with them. I'm not working there
No,
anymore.
kind of Glasgow.
Yeah.
Have a nice time.
Right.
Go see the guy with the book on his head. Traffic cone. Book on his head. Who's that? Oh, Buckethead. Idiot. Go on.
Full list of the page is still loading. But full list of
that
Bowler
many people?
participants revealed.
Ooh.
Walter.
Yeah.
Travis Banks is injured, isn't he?
Yeah. Nina Dango.
Jeff Cobb.
Of course. What else you
Seema.
gonna do?
T-Hawk from the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, what?
Shingo Tagaki. Jonah
Oh,
Rock.
Shingo's going to be... What the hell? That's a bit of a time warp, whatever.
Jonah Rock. Bandido, who everyone's been raving about. He's been announced for All In. He's the one with the long mask. He looks like a Fidian.
Yes, he does.
Chikara.
Good show.
Adam Brooks, the Australian. Loose Lad, or whatever he's called.
Adam Brooks comes out to H-Blocks, the power. He came out to Defiant, and everyone else got their own non-copyrighted Defiant e-music, and he comes out to this. I'm all going, this is a real song, owned by like a real record label.
That doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, does it not matter?
That banter seat is an opportunity to work with Defiant.
Flamita.
It's a reference that people at work, they'll get.
Flamita. Timothy Thatcher. DJ Z.
Oh, Timothy Thatcher. Oh, sweet. I love DJ Z.
My boy, Darby Allin.
He's going to die.
Yeah, he's going to get paired up with Walter or something.
Oh, God, yes.
Matt Riddle, who can't
Wait.
now, so he must be. This is an old list, so I've not got the most.
Well, no,
up-to-date
he
one.
made his last appearance supposedly with Beyond, so but I'm not sure if Beyond is just saying that.
Okay.
And it all gets very mysterious around these parts.
Robbie Eagles, I think he's Australian. Isn't he?
He is, yes. He's alright.
David Starr, Ray Horace, Chris Brooks, Joey.
Oh, well done, Chris.
Joey Janela,
If he doesn't get injured. Do you know my pal? Will
Puma-
be appearing at Starcade?
Puma King,
Starcast. Puma King? Whatever.
Star what?
Star Wars.
PCO Ule. 3 more: Brody King, Jody Fleisch.
Jody,
Yeah,
I forgot
Jody
about
Fleisch
Jody
is it.
Fleisch being announced. Oh
And,
my god.
Maybe my pick, Dragunov.
I
you
forgot
alright?
about
Are
these.
you
Yeah,
okay?
these.
You alright?
I forgot all these guys were announced.
It's indie-tastic. Oh
Jody
my God.
Fleisch.
Yeah, if Jody Fleisch wins.
And then
that's-
Dragunov. This is like if I booked a tournament and pretended to watch Lucha. But yeah, awesome.
Do you remember that 5-star wrestling show in Belfast where it was just an empty arena because no one could get there because of the snow, and it had Del Rio versus Jody Fleisch. Just Del Rio.
Who
battering
couldn't get?
Jody
Oh,
Fleisch.
Mysterio couldn't get there, so replaced him with Jody Fleisch.
No, I'd rather shove bees up my ass. Sell
No,
to
they
Rio.
replaced him
Alright.
with Del Rio because he was on holiday in Spain.
You said it was Del Rio versus Fleisch, didn't you?
Yeah, it was meant to be Ray versus Fleisch.
Was it?
I think so. I think Del Rio was just on holiday
Yeah.
in Spain. And Del Rio only makes the shows that he's not booked for. So nah.
That was good. That was
You have
good.
the
Well
cartel,
done.
you see.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Like so bad if he's on straight to hell.
Yeah, we were told. Well, I was told, name redacted, while reviewing WCPW shows, not to besmirch Del Rio. Or I'll have people honest.
Bloody dangerous.
Wouldn't you just like use a pseudonym? Like, you know what I hate? Jim
Jim.
from Mexico. Could be anybody. Yeah.
That was this week in
That was the
wrestling.
week in wrestling. Yes. Thank you, Jack.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
I like to preface this section of the show by saying this was by far and away the most acid trippy-ish trip to the mailbag I've ever been on.
Oh no.
Some of the stuff that were found in there, or I found in there, was shocking. Some of it's made it this week. One of the things that made it, have I got my phone on me, was a receipt from you. You've been buying things.
Right.
Have you not seen this? I put it on Twitter before.
Oh, I did, but I didn't quite get it.
So someone's signed up for some sort of bed and breakfast thing as Jack the Jobber.
Not my real name, Jack the Jobber.
Is it? So Mailbag at Cultaholic got a receipt through today. Reservation, Jack the Jobber, 5 adults. 1st of August, some B&B. Extras added, chauffeur times 3. Troopers times 50. DJs times 10. And that just goes on and on for a 5-day stay. Total cost, 3.319425 million
Dollars.
pounds.
Pounds, sorry.
So that's not a lot then.
So someone signed up for that. Someone's also made an email address at the bottom there, which you'll get to later on. I don't
Well, if you're
understand
on
what's going
hyped,
on this week. I quite enjoyed this week's mailbag, I've got to admit.
I am finding people who come up to me and going, "Hey, Maffew, I love the show. I'm still trying to think of a good enough question to send to you."
People are
I'm
just
like,
making up stories now at the start.
Yeah.
You get,
No,
you've read the
no,
story, here's my question.
How what? That's purely speculation.
These are all
Ross.
legit, these questions
How
that
dare
come
you.
today.
Hello, lads, and Jack.
Oh.
One of my teachers once locked in what I can only describe as a tongue and death grip on a student after they said a bad word. So the question is, if you were a teacher, which wrestling hold would you use to discipline your students? I think a headlock would be quite effective. That's from Alfred Gamsvag.
No, if
Well, A's got the O over it, so I don't know if that's Gamsvag.
cheers, Alfred. If any of those students have watched any wrestling, they'll know there's so many counters to a headlock, so that's stupid. You don't want to get back suplexed onto the desk.
I would go through either an accolade on the desk or a master lock.
Stop reading on.
I've just seen the next question. It's disturbed the hell out of me. Sorry.
I'm not, so I'm scared.
Oh, okay. Let me just. Oh,
Why is it so long?
hold on. Just you wait. Moves I would do if I was a teacher.
Are you quite agile through the air? Could you do a high flying
quite
move off the desk?
Do a Cesaro uppercut through the air.
How can I make the kids respect me? Drop kick off the desk. Yeah, there we go. Just going, ring cub. Let's do a dive off the top.
I do my invented finisher when I was a child and thought I was a wrestler, the Jack Attack, which is the Rock's float over DDT into a nipper. I thought that move was class. I was
Did you
like,
show Jack Attack?
yeah. So I'd do a float over DDT and then kip.
I'll probably tell him, look, lad, I taught Dave Benson Phillip everything he knows. All right. I met Maffew 5 days ago. I got roped into watching my 3-month-old niece. I already hate where this is going. While my sister got her hair done. So there I am, sitting in the waiting area of a hair salon with my niece. And who walks in but Maffew effing Gregg himself. That's my middle name. I was nervous as swear word and just kept looking at him as he was sitting there with his phone and waited, but was too scared to say anything to him. Pretty soon my niece started crying, and I'm trying to quiet her down because I didn't want her to bother Maffew. Oh, okay. But she wouldn't stop. Pretty soon he gets up and walks over. Oh, you son of... He starts running his hands through her hair and asked what was wrong.
Whoa.
I replied that she was probably hungry or something. Ah, you friggin'... So Maffew put down his phone, picked up my niece and lifted his shirt. He breastfed her right there in the middle of the hair salon. You look at the camera right now.
It was a shock to me as well.
Chill guy, really nice about it.
Oh, fantastic.
My question is, what is your strangest fan encounter? Thanks, God. Look, it's alright reading them about you, but God, what a horrible... Seriously, Maffew, my 3-year-old daughter... Oh, no.
Are these all sent by the same person from a different email account each time?
Oh, yeah, John Karmsvag. Whatever. Yeah, strangest fan encounter.
That was brilliant.
I've got now to top that one. That's for sure.
No.
Just wait till Manchester Media Con, you can outdo them.
I don't really get them outside of nights out, me. Fan
Oh,
encounters.
yeah, I mean, there was a time when we...
fan encounters, people who watch our stuff encounters.
Yeah. Like, but there was the guys that were... Was like the one guy's happy memory of us all going out when somebody had listed their name redacted, I forget why. And, yeah, people all recognising everybody, apart from me, because obviously why would they? And... somebody said, like, oh, do you not get bothered about not being recognised? And there were literally guys going, say the thing, do the bit to you, and you're going, F off. Like, you're so funny. He was like, no, F off, I legitimately don't like you. Oh, Ross, you're such a character.
I'm sure you're making this up.
Yeah, no, that was great. So,
very accommodating when people approach me on that.
No, but they wouldn't leave you alone, so they were in the wrong. Don't worry, I'm not trying to drop you in it. You said, go away, please. They still hang around with me. So, it's straight. I don't have great encounters. I mean... at Janella's spring break last year, there was some guys, I believe they were, where's Eddie Kingston from? Is he like, kind of Mexican?
Brooklyn, surely.
Yeah, but like that, maybe.
I don't know.
But,
Puerto Rico, innit?
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
he
of
wears
course
one
he
of those
is.
flags, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, look, I just don't know anything.
You keep
I'm
dropping
sorry.
yourself in it with Eddie Kingston.
Oh, yeah, great. Of all the people. No, but this is all right. So he's wrestling, I believe, Matt Tremont. And these Puerto Ricans all going, yeah, get the white boy, man. Yeah, get him.
No.
They look at me and go, sorry, Matthew, you know, we're Puerto Ricans, so we have to cheer for it. Yeah, all the way apart from you. He goes, no problem, man. We'll make it up to you. So if you feel offense, we can hook you up. You know what type of sex you like? I was like, And I didn't stop around because that's when my pal got... He wasn't thrown out. He was rejected re-entry. So I had to come and save him because mysteriously his phone couldn't handle Uber. So I had to buy all his Uber things and I had to go outside and order the Uber. It was only when halfway back to the hotel I realised I could have just ordered that and stayed and then see what type of things these lovely Puerto Ricans had. Hope it didn't involve a shower. What about yourself, Jack?
In Orlando, we had quite a big crew who went there from Name Redacted. So we split who went to Raw and who went to SmackDown, right? So I was in the SmackDown group where we all wore
so you won.
John O'Clock t-shirts. And no, I missed the Revivals debut.
Oh, sorry. Go
But so on Raw night, on Monday night, I just went out drinking and met with a long-time fan of the channel, lovely woman, who's also Puerto Rican, which is what reminded me of it.
Penny's Puerto Rican.
Nah, she's called Issa. She's a nice woman. Her and
Demon Diva.
WWE Diva. Oh, she's got a different one now.
Demon and Carmen.
On Twitter, she does her own like podcasts and videos and that. But me, her, and her nephew, I think, were just having he wasn't drinking because he wasn't 21. But he drove us back to the hotel. We were carrying on drinking, but the bar was shut, and I was like, oh man. So we just went around outside, walking around to try and find like anyone. And there was this table of rowdy Welsh lads who recognised me, and because I was with this woman who was older, they nicknamed me Jack the Knobber. Despite nothing like that obviously went on, but she was like, she didn't understand, I don't think, or she was just pretending not to. But one of the lads had his girlfriend with him or his fiance or something, And just the presence of another woman irritated her so much that she went back to her room. She was like, "You bloody know what you're doing, don't you? I'll leave you to it, shall I?" And she walked off, and I was like, "Oh, I was in the middle of like just this like domestic."
Oh.
I hope he doesn't watch this, the Welsh lad.
Yeah, I hope he does.
But the largest and drunkest of the group sat next to Issa and was just like chatting her up badly, and she wasn't interested. It was awful. It was a wild night and a lovely tale.
How did it end? I think we all want to know.
Nothing dodgy happened, sadly.
I didn't say it was dodgy.
I'm just feeling nothing dodgy happened. Come on.
Like,
No,
okay.
it sort of ended when everyone just trickled off and went back to their
you
respective...
trickled her off.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
That's
Ross,
dirty.
or are you just sticking by your defence that you're always nice?
Nights out. That's all time I get them.
That's fine.
People, the cons. Yeah, the cons. Please end this.
That's fine. Oh, yeah, there was like one time at MagFest where after my panel, that the first one I did with Spoonie, what a throwback that was.
DJ.
From the Wonder Years.
What?
From the Wonder Years.
From the
band,
Wonder
the
Years?
band.
DJ
No.
Spoonie.
All right.
Oh, who and who? These are the same guy.
Buzzers, Maffew, go
There's
on.
more than 3 Spoonies in the world. Anyway, yeah, he don't be right. There's some guy afterwards taught me for such a long time about stuff, and I thought he was hitting on me. And I was like, oh, very flattering. After like 4 hours of talking, he's like, so by the way, do you have Spoonie's email? I was like, oh, you.
Oh, dear.
So I beat him and Spoonie had a nice time. Hello, boys. I had a dream about Ross last night.
Happy birthday to me.
We house shared. It was all quite nice until he asked me to make a shepherd's pie for him.
Ooh.
I kept getting it wrong, and he got quite intense about it. My first question is, what do you think this means?
You've got a strong, insatiable desire for the perfect shepherd's pie, I think.
Is there some hidden message behind it? Also, what's the last dream each of you remember having? Lots of love, Becky from Nottingham.
Cheers, Beck from Nottingham.
Yeah, cheers, Becky. What do you think it means?
The last year I remember having.
So at mine, I was at dinner with the true Geordie. That was my last dinner.
Oh.
Last dream I can remember having.
How it again?
Can't remember. Just remember being sat across like we are now with a white tablecloth and dinner in front of us, and don't know what happened. Gary Lineker was also there. So there you go.
So it was a dream, because it was a nightmare if Shira was there. I love you, but God.
What?
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 Nightmare Shearer was there. I would have made it orgasmic. A wet dream, some would say.
I like footballer Shearer. I don't like pundit Shearer.
Oh, he's got a lot better. You not heard how his rationale for being crap when he first started?
What?
Because there was still a chance of him being a manager. So if he went too hard,
Oh, all right.
he would end up like Gary Neville with egg all over his face, and he'd turn up to be a crap manager. So he's easy early
Oh,
going,
okay, yeah.
early on, and then went harder when he realised I'm not going to be a manager.
I just realised I am criticising Shearer for not being very good at talking on the mic. I'm like, yeah, wind it in, Maffew.
He's a lot better now than he was back in the day, Shearer.
Oh, thank you. All right, yeah, sure.
Loves to sing
And
song.
you.
I had a dream that... and I know he watches this podcast, so you know Ash from Rise? DJ Ash.
Yes.
Yeah. He says he listens to this when he's doing his chores around his house. He's got a kid now, so he's like doing quite a lot. I had a dream that...
Kid's first word will be diddler.
Dad, I forgot to tell you, I was at the hairdressers and I saw Maffew.
I had a dream that quite recently that me and him went on holiday together to Barcelona, which didn't look like Earth. It was like a weird purple and yellow landscape. It was like weird. It was strange. Like, and I went with him and his wife, who wasn't his real wife. It was Holly Valance. If you remember Holly Valance.
What a tune she made.
And I remember, despite her being his wife, I kissed Holly Valance. And
You know why you did that?
oh no!
You listened to the song before you went to bed one night.
Kiss Kiss.
Yep.
What a tune! What anthem!
That's what's happened there.
Yeah.
Dream scientist, me.
So that was my dream. I told him about it, and he found it great. Loved it.
Aw.
And now everyone knows it.
That's nice.
Holly Valance, what a woman. I liked her song Naughty Girl as well. Being a naughty girl. I'm going to stop that right there. Yeah.
No, sing the chorus.
No,
go on.
what's the chorus?
No one will cut it on.
I can't remember the last dream, but used to have the recurring one as a kid that I'd gotten the wrong plane. And just be like, I'm sat down the plane, like, no, wait, this is the wrong plane. They're like, yeah, whatever, and takes off. And so I was very scared the first few times when I flew, and now I realised it's, the modern era we're in, and it's very easy. You get your ticket, you get your visa, you go to the plane, you get on,
I still find
I'm like, what the hell?
I still find the process quite stressful. I always rush to the gate even if I've got plenty of time. I always think,
Oh no, I know now. Like, I don't know, everybody does that. When you go, wait, now boarding, everyone stands up. I'm like, well, I'm just going to sit down, pal, because I can sit down here and wait for the queue to come to me, and you know.
I'm normally laid back, apart from the time that me and him nearly didn't get home.
oh yeah.
we
back in
dropped it.
Dallas.
We had to do. It was the day after Raw, so Tuesday, and I had to do WTF in the hotel lobby right away, quick as I could, and we hopped in the taxi, hit Dallas rush hour traffic, which is just horrible. And they didn't make it. The machine wouldn't work. I was losing my crackers at the machine. You know, you have to scan your barcode. Yeah, got there though.
That's nice.
It would have been funny if we didn't.
I did. Right. WTF live from
That would
Dallas.
have been a spin-off for What Culture Extra. Me and Ross trying to make a life in Dallas.
Like that Tom Hanks film, just stuck at the airport. I've only missed the plane once. It was at AG, Ohio, driving back, but it was Ohio, so it wasn't a very popular airport. So I went, oh no, if I've missed the plane, what do I do now? I have to be like, yeah, pay for a brand new flight. They're like, oh, no problems, put you the next one.
Oh,
You don't have to pay anything. I'm like, because it's Ohio. They're like, no, please come back. We need your money. It's a very long one, so let's skip ahead. Hi, guys. I actually met Maffew at a restaurant once. Right, okay. And I was there with my dog. Actually, fun story. We were given his table by accident. Apparently, he was fond of the restaurant and had right? And had I want to find the website where these all come from.
I think I've heard this one before.
And had a specific table he liked, and the management had messed up and gotten their days wrong. Like, I'd book a table. It was Tuesday, and they thought he was coming on Thursday, or something like that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the manager, completely embarrassed, brackets, this is a pretty nice restaurant, with no name, comes by and says, I'm so sorry, but would like to move you to another table if you could be troubled, and we'll gladly compensate you for the cost of the meal you'd like while you're in town.
Yeah.
My sister and cousin were like, yeah, that's cool. And I kind of played the asshole a bit. I'm
I've heard
sorry.
this before.
I just don't understand. We've been here for 15 minutes. We've just ordered. Can we finish our meal here? So no, Maffew shows up next to the manager and says, Paul.
Can I finish it off, please? Thank you.
I can't even.
Maffew shows up next to the manager and says, Paul, these guys can finish. We'll be at the bar. I got some time. And I, being a big Botchamania fan, said, oh, wow, I had no idea. Please feel free to give them the table. Maffew was grateful, shook my hand and said thanks, then gave me a card with his number on it and told me to give him a call later. After working up the nerve, I gave him a call that night, and to make a long story short, we had a glorious 11-month love affair, man on man, that I shall never forget. Our bodies intertwined as one, and from the beauty of Preston to the South Shields Riviera to the snorkeling in the River Tyne, Maffew and I made glorious love to each other on 6 of the 7 continents. Can you please ask Maffew about our time together? Our adopted son misses him greatly. With love, don't go, Jason Waterfalls.
That is the only reason.
Jason Waterfalls!
Jason Waterfalls.
Jason
It was Cram, and they was like, wow, what a great name.
Oh, what is this next one I've just seen?
I just had to put the screenshot in there to prove it was real. So the email address and everything, someone's gone to the trouble to set this up.
These are nice, but then it was people have actually paid attention to what I've said and be like, oh, he used to live in Preston, now he lives in Newcastle. Wait, hang on. So it actually looks believable. I'm like, wow, well done for the research.
What about this adopted son then?
I haven't talked to him for a bunch of years, but apparently his name is, try to think of something funny, Jeff Hardy. I apparently went on to something, paint his face.
No.
I got
Don't
nothing.
go Jason Waterfalls, though. That's the only reason
brilliant,
that's in there.
I just got the pun.
Fair.
I thought all I heard was Jason Waterfalls, because he says don't go, like you're saying. Like,
Don't go, Jason Waterfalls.
Yeah, nah. Okay, well, when you've done such a good setup like that, I'll just say thank you, pal.
Like
Move
All
on.
Sack Drew Gulak or No Gimmicks Needed Steve the Samurai.
Or lukewarm. Inbox. Jack, it's your mum. Call me.
Yeah. Okay.
Love, mum.
Look, the email address and everything.
Mama Jobber. Mum the Jobber at gmail.com.
Right. Cool.
Did you call her?
I talked to her the other day, actually. She loved World of Sport. She actually watched it. She's not a
Do you
wrestling
want to
fan.
call her now and say hello?
No, I'm not going to rate not on this. No. Absolutely not. Like, higher flower. I'll be like, hello.
Yeah, called Flower.
Yeah, she called me flower.
Interesting.
Why?
You're a 25-year-old man.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, it's fine.
That's the mailbag. So yeah, mailbag at cultaholic.com.
Oh, God.
We've gone this far. I can only see it getting worse from here on out.
Yeah, please link us to the website you guys will use.
Maybe next week we'll have normal questions, like our thoughts on Roman Reigns' potential heel turn, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, go back to these dodgy stories, please. And now it's time for the big
question.
Seamless. And because we want your YouTube hits, we're going to make this relevant to what's happening in wrestling at the minute. So
Hell
what is
yeah.
your favourite Brock Lesnar memory / match /
Moment.
promo?
You sound like Maffew there.
Yeah.
Toast alert. Promo.
Well, because he went through a period of ending sentences with a question mark on.
Well, Lesnar.
Let's do this.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I remember.
Wonderful.
He did that
Thanks,
scream.
Ross.
Was it at WrestleMania as well? He did the scream. He was like, ah!
Question mark.
But let's just start, because I was watching another channel. And I'm not
Ross.
mentioning the presenter's name to spare his embarrassment.
Oh, great.
As we all know, apparently, Brock Lesnar is not a good worker. Discuss.
Wait. Was that the name of the video? Brock Lesnar. Tell 10 reasons why
Just
Brock Lesnar.
in the opening few seconds of the video, as we all know, Brock Lesnar is not a good worker.
Well, we know
He
from
is-
previous channels that his UFC run was a failure.
Everything, it's just,
It's worth $800 billion for blinking, so yeah, it must be awful. Despite being a horrible worker, according to
I
some.
just couldn't believe that was a thing that existed, that sentence. As we all know, he's a horrible worker.
Love it.
Not. Yeah.
You know, when wrestlers criticize people like myself and anybody like with a microphone in and going, I think this is the reason why some of them are actually valid. So one of the things I actually tried to do I had the idea for the thing we're doing at Manchester MediaCon was actually get a wrestler on stage with some of the other people online, like the Brian Zane, whatever, and just see if so what's it like having a bunch of nerds who've never stepped in the ring in their lives, apart from Brian Zane, I guess. And Tom Miller.
And Brian Alvarez.
Oh no, is it just me? Yeah, okay, me then criticising you.
Cheese be in the ring.
Yeah.
I've done stuff not very well.
Oh wow.
You did it.
Anyway,
You did a thing at WXW, didn't you? Yeah, and the Q&A in the ring.
Crap the bed, anyway, so that's not happening. Brock Lesnar, the terrible worker that he is. Of his recent run, last few years, I mean, the John Cena match at SummerSlam. I mean, what a...
Yes.
Because that entire show was... All I remember was
was
blah,
the
blah,
best.
blah, blah. The surprisingly awesome Stephanie McMahon versus Bella match. And then that...
That was the worst match of his career, because it was great because it was, he pissed all over Cena's face when nobody thought it was possible. But then he hasn't had a different match since.
Right, yeah.
Apart from
best match
maybe
ever.
They
the
just
one-
remade that match every
Yeah.
time since.
Maybe the one against Styles.
God, I forgot about
Yes.
that actually, because
And
he's had some
Last
crap
year's
matches
SummerSlam main
since.
event's an underrated one. That was just a
Oh,
slobber knocker.
My favourite match of the year.
He had a good one. Well, I really liked the main event of WrestleMania 31. Even before Rollins came out, it was good. It was a good match. It was the Lesnar formula, but it was still a good match. Roman started to come back. Everyone was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, but they always say that Roman was dominating Lesnar before Rollins came down.
Well, that's not true. He took a massive when he hit his head on the ring post, and then he was gushing.
Yeah.
blood.
The Undertaker feud, which sucked promo-wise, but the matches are so good it didn't
I love
matter.
that Hell in a Cell match.
Well, like Undertaker hits him, and then right, you think you're the best pure striker, do you? All right, dush.
Angle on SmackDown,
Yeah, the Iron Man.
Iron Man match.
I think.
He
Do you
had
think
a-
he's better than he was? Back
I think it's hard to say, because I
or
think
not?
he's very deliberate in what he does now, which is, I think,
Yeah.
the presenter who said that infamous line that he's a horrible worker.
Does his
I
name
guess-
rhyme with Nolly Davis?
No.
Oh, okay. Somewhere else
I'm
then.
not even going to rhyme.
But we're
it, just to
positive
say-
here, so we'll be positive.
No, I
about
think
Ross, won't we?
that comment comes from not watching wrestling from back when he just didn't do 16 suplexes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
His style today is very deliberate in
And when
what
he
he
sells,
does. And, yeah.
you're like, "Whoa, someone's hurt Lesnar."
If you watch Lesnar from when he first debuted and that initial run, that 2-year period,
freak.
Jesus Christ.
Right. He just picked it up very quickly.
Yeah.
This is a later one, but I remember another one. He's part of maybe my favorite triple threat ever: Rollins and Cena and him.
Ooh, that was
the Royal
good.
Rumble.
Oh, the Royal Rumble.
2015, Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of triple threats, the one Lesnar, Angle, and Big Show at No Mercy,
I don't
where
remember
it's
it.
just them
Is that
just
not
giving
Vengeance?
big.
2003. Is that what you're talking
Vengeance.
about?
Yes, no, it was Vengeance. Beg your pardon. Where it gives the Big Show the running power bomb just because, it's sweet. It is just bump filled.
He's great. Let's cue the belt on him for another 2 years.
Yeah, you know what? Retro gold memory. Yeah, I love Lesnar. But yeah, when he's on, he has been on this period with Samoa Joe, for example. That was a very good title match.
I just
And
hate
then
the Braun one.
Yeah,
One F5
right.
for Braun Strowman. How?
And I mean, again, I don't want to look too much at things because unlike certain channels, I'm not pretending to understand wrestling and say it's horrible, but there did look to be a bit where Braun is waiting to be countered, and Les just like, nah, I can't be asked. It's like, all right.
Was that before or after the legit punch to the heat and knee to the heat? Jesus Christ.
I mean, that was the highlight of a god-awful match at Rumble, to quite frankly, because, 50-year-old Kane. Yeah, sure, why not? But yeah, legit punch. Calm down.
He's good at me sometimes when he broke the horrible worker.
Horrible work.
He's just his match against Goldberg as well at WrestleMania. Not the Survivor Series one, which was still class, but the WrestleMania one was actually a good match as well. Like 5 minutes of just bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang, bang.
Loved it.
Really good.
Yeah, so he's had as much good as he has bad. I mean, right now I'm sick of the idea of when he first did that thing with Cena when he was champion. It was great because the title had been, gone from prestigiousness to, okay, title shot versus Del Rio with no hype because we need something on this episode of Raw for people to watch it. And he went from being, it's only happening on this show, so you better watch. It was like, oh, okay. And now it's just gone from, no, we've actually lost control of Lesnar. Do you know where he is? Because he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's a shame the way it's come about, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it ends, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like if they run for another year. Like, please, Reigns, please.
Now's the time, and it's surely SummerSlam to do it.
At WrestleMania was the time.
I'll ask you this.
So I'll never. Just go back. I'll never figure out why. Looking back at this, why Reigns didn't win. No, it was a CM Punk thing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that as well.
Oh,
Plus, everyone thought Reigns was signed, sealed, and delivered before the show, didn't they? So Vince is like, ha ha.
but that's
Loves
not
that
always
sort
a
of thing,
bad
doesn't he?
thing.
He loves it
It's
though, doesn't he?
Russo to swerve. Psych, that's the wrong number.
I'll ask you this to wrap things up.
Yes.
Do you wish, because I've often thought this, do you wish he'd hit that shooting star press against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 19? Because sometimes I think, that would have been amazing. Sometimes I think, but it made him more of a monster, the fact that he landed on his head and finished the match and won.
I'm very happy that he didn't hit it.
Are you
Did I mean
alright?
to say that? I try to think of don't say that.
Not
but
like that.
What I say, I thought my head came out. No, I'm glad he's okay.
That's what obviously
It was a horrible mistake.
I don't mean
But he did mess up the finish to WrestleMania, main
Yeah,
event,
he
which is
kinda-
great for me.
yeah.
Him and Papa Shango have that distinction. No, I mean it's a very memorable moment,
yeah, it is.
and obviously the ha-ness was Angle was like, don't hurt Angle. He's
Yeah.
literally kept together with string right now. Don't hurt him. All right, whoop, great.
I just think sometimes if he'd hit it, because it all led to like the mythology of Lesnar. It helped bolster his image as like this unbreakable machine. But if he'd hit it, would it have been like the craziest ending to a WrestleMania ever?
I think he would be relying on that. So maybe that was the trying to think of the word here, the thing that made him turn into a much safer.
Maybe.
Well, kind of, because he always takes Germans on the back of his heat and all that. But like the way he wrestles, he's like, well, I'm not going to do any more shooting star presses. So maybe he would have escalated that to next year when have done one off a ladder or whatever the hell. So yeah, maybe it was the good actually. Yeah, good point, Jack.
Maybe. I was just opening to discuss. Ross?
Yeah,
I agree.
Lovely.
Yeah, I just agree. That is my
that's
discussion.
nice. Oh.
Great. Thanks for watching.
The Brock Lesnar.
Is anybody in the roster now you want to see him wrestle before he sods off and fights Cumier?
Leo Rush. Just him chuck him about. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By that logic, Sasha Banks. She's the best seller out there, isn't she?
Alexa Bliss.
Go long, Heyman.
Let's just get him and Big Bob. I like to see that.
Big Bob.
Big Bob.
Lashley.
Big Bob Lashley.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, just from a physical standpoint, not like a 25-minute, half an hour main event that they have
no
to
one
do
wants to
these
see
days.
that.
Just like 5 minutes of bashing. I like 5 minutes of bashing. Haha.
5 minutes. Stop exaggerating.
Jen would be so cross with us. Stop it! You're so immature. That's my. I don't know what that was at the end.
It's good coming from
Immature.
her. Yeah, it'll be. Was it Bama? Is that who Bobby Lashley fought for?
Maybe.
Bellator, wasn't it?
Was it Bellator?
Maybe Bellator.
Yeah,
sounds like
that sounds
that.
more
I'm not going Bama from. Sorry.
I think it was.
Yeah, Bellator versus UFC finally. Lashley
Oh, yeah.
versus Lesnar. Yeah, that'd be great.
Who else is there?
Has anybody else? Has he wrestled everybody?
McIntyre when he's built up a bit more. Mm-hmm. It's a big bruising match, innit?
Keith Lee. You alright?
That'd be nice.
Matt Riddle, if he joins.
Yeah, if he passes the torch to singing the Nation's Team.
Passes the torch.
Passes the torch.
If he passes the torch.
My hunger's kicking in now.
Bless you.
Yeah, to Keith Lee, Riddle, or
Imagine
Yeah,
if
more
Riddle
realistically,
debuted
Lashley,
at
that'd be great.
SummerSlam by just slapping Brock Lesnar and cost him the match. Imagine if they did that, got their bollocks out and just did that.
Yeah.
So having them wave in the crowd at TakeOver.
Because on Twitter, like, they can do the Lesnar thing with Riddle, because every time it's like, right, you have to defend the title against Reigns, you can just go, all right, smokes up a blunt. You're suspended for 3 months.
Did Adam Cole have a, this is off topic,
Maybe.
sorry, but did Adam Cole have a seat, was he displayed like that first, or was his first appearance when he came out of the crowd and jumped during
No,
that
his was the running, wasn't it?
Was it?
He didn't
They should do that with
wave,
Riddle as well. But yeah, anyway. That was just a point.
Thank you. We've run out of things to say officially.
Yeah,
we
let's
appreciate you watching us to the bitter end, as you do every week here on the Cultaholic YouTube channel. Please give us money at patreon.com/cultaholic. Please send us questions to
Mailbag.com.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
and you can send in your Hall of Fame votes to...
The Patreon page, which he talked about just a few seconds ago.
I did, but I wanted Ross to say something. Thank you very much for joining us. Ross, anything to plug?
At Ross on Wrestling. I don't know what else to plug.
Okay.
At Cultaholic.
Because you only work for one company, that's very good of you.
Yep.
At Jack the Jobber, Maffew.
At Russell Talk.
Yeah, well.
And Starcast. And MediaCon. And with Brian Zane.
Oh yeah, we should mention Wrestling
And-
Media Con.
Oh, we're there as well.
Oh, yeah, because they answered one more things.
WrestlingMediaCon.com for details on that. It's coming up in September. Join us as well. Yeah, join
No,
us.
really, that's it.
Yeah.
Freeze frame.